Welcome to my kitchen. Today I will be making some beef stew in the crock pot. So I have about 3 pounds of chuck that I've cut up into pieces. I'm just going to season that with about a half a teaspoon of black pepper, a half a teaspoon of salt, and some thyme, about a half a teaspoon of that also. And I'm just going to mix that till all my meat is coated. And then I have a half a cup of flour. I'm just going to coat my meat with that. Once that's all coated, I'm just going to put that on a baking sheet that I've lined with parchment paper. You can skip this step and not brown your meat first, but it doesn't get that brown color on it, but it works. I'm going to put this in a preheated 375-degree oven for about 15 minutes, just until my meat gets browned. Okay, my meat has browned. I cooked it for about 15 minutes and I put it in my crock pot. I'm just going to add the extra flour that was in there because that's going to make the broth for our soup. And then I have 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. And 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. One medium onion that I diced up. And then I did 3 stalks of celery and 4 medium carrots. Just dice those up. And I diced up 2 medium-sized potatoes. You can use whatever kind of potatoes you like. Then I'm going to add some parsley, about a teaspoon, and about another half a teaspoon of thyme. And then I have mixed up, this is better than bouillon. If you can't find this, you could use beef stock or even beef bouillon, but this stuff is amazing. I added 2 tablespoons into 2 cups of hot water and let it dissolve. Just gonna pour that over. And some of it didn't dissolve, but that's okay. While it's cooking, it will. And you want to give that a really good stir. It doesn't look like there's much liquid, but as it cooks, there will be quite a bit of liquid. And the last thing I'm going to do is add 2 bay leaves. I'm going to bury those down in there. And then I'm going to cover this and let it cook for 4 to 5 hours on high. If you were doing it on low, you'd want to go probably 7 to 8 hours. I'll be back and show you what it looks like. Okay, my beef stew has been cooking for about 4.5 hours and the potatoes are almost tender. I'm just going to add 1.5 cups of frozen peas. If you don't like peas, you don't have to add them, or if you like peas, you could add more. Just going to stir those in and let it cook for another 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, it's been another 20 minutes and our beef stew is done. You can see that it let off a lot of liquid, and the flour that we coated the meat with made the gravy. Super easy to make, and you can skip the step of cooking your meat first if you don't have time. It doesn't have a brown, it doesn't make a brown meat, that's all. I hope you give it a try. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll join me on the next one.